Hello everyone! Welcome to 30 Days Piano with Vicky for Beginners. Today we're learning Cruella's theme and this is day 7. Before we warm up together, I will play the piece for you and then we'll start learning it. It's always wonderful to play new music in a way because this movie, Cruella, will be released this year, 2021, in May, end of May, and the music is amazing. So it inspired me to create this tutorial and teach you straight away this movie theme. In this session, we're going to play for the first time hands together a few bars. So very exciting lesson today. We're also going to learn a new scale which has 3 flats. So that will be our warm-up today, learning the E flat major scale. So let's go. Put your second finger right hand on the E flat and go under right away. That way you will be ready to turn your hand over and have more fingers to play the rest of the scale. So E flat, thumb on the F, G, A flat, B flat, go around, play the C, skip the B, because it's flat, D, E flat. Let's try this one more time, just going up. E flat, go under, F, G, A flat, B flat, skip the B, play the C, D, and E flat. Perfect. Should we go back? Let's try. E flat, D, C, over to the 4 fingers, so different pattern this time. So this scale is challenging because we have 1 different fingers, 2 many flats, and 3 it feels quite uncomfortable. It's one of the most uncomfortable scales, I think. So let's try one more time. Perfect. We're going to try it with the left hand as well because we're playing with the left hand in this piece. So it's good to warm up and get to know our place and positions for the piece. And playing this scale will help us a lot. So 3rd finger on the E flat, number 3, F, G. Go over to the 4th finger on the A flat, B flat, C, D. And you can decide if you want to finish with 2 or with 3. Since we're not moving along, let's finish with 2. Let's try one more time. E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, and E flat. And then we're gonna go back. E flat, D, C, B flat, A flat, go under the 4th, and finish on E flat. Now, I'm always introducing you to scales and warming up little sessions in our tutorials because I think it's very important to realize what notes you're going to have in each piece, and the scale helps you just that, right? Getting comfortable around the notes you're going to play with and the positions, learning the flats and sharps you're going to have in the piece. So stick to this routine. Play your scales, excellent warm-up. Did you know Cruella's soundtrack is actually the song Who Is Sorry Now by Connie Francis, and it was first released in 1958. don't have many new notes today, just a high G and a high A. The rest of the notes we have done before. So we have a low G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the high A. So only 2 new notes for today, the G and the A. Now, before we move on to our technical challenges, let me just show you a few new symbols we find in this piece. One is, as you see next to me, this 8 and VA with the dotted line over the notes, which means octave up. If you don't remember what are the octaves or the intervals, you can refresh your memory by watching some of the old tutorials of this course. So in this case, it says that we have to start on a G note. Ignore the little note close by. I'll tell you about this in a second. So if you look at that G note and you see the number 8 or octave up, that means that you have to go 1 octave up on the piano. So that would mean not the middle G, but the higher G here. If you listen to the trailer of the movie, Cruella, you will hear the beginning, which is played by the glockenspiel, and it has this really nice and kind of dreamy sound. It is very similar to Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter, if you remember, which has this kind of dreamy sound to it, right? So I think this register of the piano, it's excellent to play it. So what you do here is you put your thumb on the G and you play G, B flat, E flat, and G. Now, I mentioned that little note close by to the G. That's called a grace note, and it's part of the world of the ornaments on piano. So we have different ornaments like, or you can have, or you can even have longer ones like, right? So in this case, we're going to just play the F sharp as a grace note, so that will be. So try that at home, see how it goes. You can try doing it on all the black keys, so just have a little fun with it. So that was our first technical challenge today. The second technical challenge will be playing hands together. So it's actually the same slide, but we're just trying to do it with the left hand. So in order to play hands together, do you see that you have a very long left hand here, right? So to play that long left hand, you have to put your second finger on the E flat and stay ready to play the next one as well. That way you don't have to think about it. So you're thinking, I'm going to play E flat for a very long time, or 8 counts because it's tied. And then I'm going to play the B natural with my 5th finger, which is again 8 counts, right? So just stay ready with the left hand there, or you can practice it on its own a few times if you prefer. And let's try to play this. So left hand, then right hand. 2, 3, 4. Left hand, then right hand. And then left hand again. And that was the first technical challenge completed. The following part of the piece, it's actually played by the left hand. And what is different this time around is that we're playing on the treble clef. So how is that possible, you might think? I usually play my right hand notes with the treble clef and the left hand notes with the bass clef. Well, in music you can actually mix and match, if it makes sense. So you can play with the left hand on the treble clef notes and with the right hand on the bass clef notes. So this technical challenge, it's not very complicated in terms of playing, but it's just in terms of place on the piano, so a position, right? We usually avoid playing on the black keys with our pinky and thumbs. I told you that before, but since we're in E flat and I told you this is a little uncomfortable for our hands, we have to accept that in this piece we're going to play with the thumbs on the black keys, and this is what it happens here. So thumb on the A flat, So what happens here is that you have to have a very close position here, so your fingers has to be very close by, because you have to stick the second finger in the middle of these two black keys, and the thumb and the third will go on the black keys actually. So a little weird, and it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but if you move your hand a little bit inside the piano, that should help you, because usually our thumbs are shorter. So if you keep the hand really farther away the black key, then you will struggle to play with the third finger on that black key, on the F sharp, right? So put your second finger in the middle, slide it in, don't be afraid, it's gonna play anyways, even if you press it here, right? So put your second finger there, put your thumb on the black key, on the A flat, and then the F sharp with the third finger. Let's try it together. And then the C. So this is our challenge completed. Now we just play it phrase by phrase like we usually do. So the first part will be the introduction, or the dreamy part, right? So we're going to play it with the pedal, very dreamy, and I'm going to stop at the end of that introduction because we have a hold, as you can see in a second. And you can hold for as long as you want here, because then we have a really exciting transition to the left hand on the treble clef. So let's try that together. A little pedal if you want. Tricky position, go in. Rest. Wonderful. I played the whole piece because it doesn't seem to have anything difficult apart from our technical challenges. So have fun. It's a wonderful piece to play, very fun. You get to move around the keyboard a little bit too, so it's very helpful, and you play hands together. How exciting, right? Wonderful. Watch our next videos for more movie themes and subscribe. Bye!